performance report for the 6 months ending 31st December. Now, 31st December, so Diane, welcome to the table. Thank you for joining us. 31st December obviously was some time ago, so if you were able to provide some commentary on the reason why we're getting this particular report now, and my understanding is that you're also able to give us a verbal update on anything that's able to be updated since this particular reporting period, given the time lapse.
Yes,
thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The reason you're getting it to this meeting is because the cut-off for the last meeting, which was the 31st of January, was the 8th of January, which was 2 days after everybody came back from their leave. And we know we're good in finance, but we're not that good, and we can't turn around in 2 days. So, and of course there was no February meeting, and so hence it comes to this meeting here.
Yep, thank you.
And of course we only report quarterly. But you're right, I do have some updates, and you'll notice the report includes the January effect. There was a further improvement in February, and we're now looking at a small surplus of around $1 million. That's still, obviously we're still working on looking for further things, because there could be a weather event, there could be unforeseen things that pop out towards the end of the year. So we're continuing in the drive to ask people to review their budgets. The other thing you would notice on looking at the report is a lot of the differences are actually timing differences. So, you know, people are saying we're under at the moment, it's a timing difference. We anticipate we'll have spent it all by June, and that to me is an opportunity to actually cut back and crystallise the saving. Okay.
Great, thank you.
There's not a lot to report on within the report. There's, as I said, a lot of them are either timing or offsets, and I'll have the next version. We've already started working on something that's slightly clearer for the reader, which makes it clear what the actual real savings or gains or losses are, rather than for example, we talk about V-base, but then we say in the next line this is offset by a cost saving. So there's really little point mentioning it at all. Or if we do, we'll make it more of a lesser figure so that it's clearer. The other thing to say is that the capital program is still forecasting a slight overspend. This is the period of the year when the capital budgets forecasts tend to get cut back a little, and I would expect that to happen this year as well. And the good news is that the town hall monies have been identified and will be reflected. All the money to offset the town hall budget will be offset in the last quarter. So we expect to come in square on that as well.
So that'll be reported clearly at that time?
Yes, it will.
Yep.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any questions for Diane on this report? Yanni?
I know it says that we've had lower than expected housing revenue, but I just want to be clear, that's not less money going into our maintenance for social housing. That's basically just a accounting thing because of the way in which the assets are being transferred to the trust.
And what isn't there, and I would expect to be seeing as well, is lower costs, because if the assets have been transferred out, there's obviously less maintenance to be done under the agreement as well.
Right.
There's a lot of money going into housing, as you'll have seen from the appendix, but that's really focusing on the work that's being done about making them warmer.
Yeah, but in regards to when the asset gets transferred to the trust, they then are able to get the income-related rents. Should that not result in us getting an increase in funding back?
Well, some does come back. I suspect the issue was that the timing between the budget being prepared and the transfer, I suspect there was a bit of a mismatch, and so that it's something I would expect to be seen clearer in the budget we're currently preparing.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. And I just wanted to check on the sale of land to DCL. That's on 6.8 and 65. What is that? Is that
Milford Street?
Right. So is that CCHL funding DCL to buy it off us? So it's net. It's completely neutral.
We need to invest in CCHL equity, and they will fund the purchase.
So in terms of the rates impact, it's rates neutral, is it? We're paying ourselves. We're buying with one organisation, and
it's largely rates
paying
neutral.
the other.
Yes. If it's anything, it'll be a borrowing cost, not a rates cost.
Right.
You know, I mean, in the sense that 8 million of borrowing is very small rates impact.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Phil? You're all right? Okay, good. Thank you. Any further questions?
Good news.
All right, so can I have a mover for this report then, please? Jamie and Jimmy. All in favour say aye. Against? That's carried. Moving on